Let's go to Seoul for you this morning. Talk to our Asia correspondent Mark Stone. Clearly a lot of concern in the United States, Mark, and from the US Defense Intelligence Agency. If it does believe, as it says, that North Korea has the capability of putting a nuclear weapon on top of a ballistic missile, that has got to raise some very, very serious concerns.
Yes, and I think everyone will be looking for a bit of clarification on that from John Kerry, the US Secretary of State, who has just arrived in the South Korean capital amid this confusion that you're talking about. It emerged in Washington yesterday. Until now, the consensus among everyone, really, is that Kim Jong-un and North Korea do not have the capability to put a nuclear warhead in the tip of one of the missiles that we've seen them moving around the country, parading in parade squares. They haven't got the capability to do that. It's simply beyond their technological ability. But the Defense Intelligence Agency, which is a wing of the Pentagon in Washington, had a report which was published last month in which they believed that he perhaps did have the capability to fire off a nuclear missile. Very concerning. Now, the Pentagon very quickly came out and said, look, this isn't exactly correct. This is just one view. There are other views. Interestingly, the report that was quoted, which said that he did have the capability to fire a nuclear missile, was supposed to be classified, and because of a mistake, it was declassified, which is why we now know about it. But clearly that's a concern. I mean, overall, people believe that, yes, there is a threat from a conventional weapon. No one really had any idea that perhaps the nuclear weapon could be fired. Now, it's worth stressing that the North Koreans have made it pretty clear that they believe this is a test, that they want to carry out a test. But nonetheless, tension is very high. It's quite clear that the only topic on John Kerry's agenda today in Seoul, tomorrow in Beijing, and on Sunday in Tokyo will be North Korea, how they can ratchet back down the escalation of tension, which really is at fever pitch at the moment.